What's up everybody, welcome back to the Art of Crypto, the birthplace of absolutely legendary gains. In this video, we are going to take a look at Litecoin and why I sincerely believe that Litecoin is about to blow up, even though there is no news, but this is only a given as long as Bitcoin is doing well as well. So if you're interested to figure out the exact entries into this Litecoin blow up play, then make sure you stick around to the end of this video. But right before I get into it, if you haven't already followed me on Twitter at _the Art of Crypto, you're going to want to do so. This is where I'm sharing the latest market updates as well as trading setups that you guys don't usually see on YouTube, as well as my NFT plays. And if you guys are interested in an NFT play that I'm looking at, and by the way, man, I called this, man. Oni, it's absolutely blowing up. Let me know in the comment section if there are any fellow Oni Force people. This project honestly looks so cool, and the fact that it's at like 7.5 ETH floor right now is ridiculous. But yeah, if you're interested in an NFT play that I'm looking out for, just head to the description box below. I will link a Discord over there and you guys can check it out. Could potentially be good, but again, as with all NFTs, you only buy if you sincerely like the project. So now that we are getting into Litecoin, here is something that I want to immediately draw your eyes towards. So during this flash dump over here, notice how this big red candle over here has not been filled in, right? So basically what this indicates is that there is an area of imbalance over here. And I would say the imbalance stretches out to about here. So the thing about imbalances, if you've been watching my channel for any period of time, is inefficiencies tend to get filled by the market. And the way you can think about it is just take a look at the VPVR, right? Once it breaks above this area right here, this general area right here, you can see that there is not much resistance above. So this is exactly the kind of chart that I like to look for when I'm deciding on which coin I want to go long on. Simply put, right, the way this works is that, think of it this way. If Litecoin were to want to start dumping right now, if it wants to start dumping, how much resistance would it have to go through, right? It would have to go through so much support in order to, dump to wherever, people want it to dump to. But look at it on the other hand, if it wants to go up, how easy would that be, right? There's no resistance, right? Pretty much. It's just like, it's pretty easy. And if you haven't already watched the top 10 best coins that I'm looking out for in the month of August to September, you're going to want to do so. I'm going to link it on the top right hand corner. Over there, I go through 10 coins that I believe will absolutely blow up as long as Bitcoin stops dumping or stops screwing around with our emotions. Make sure you watch that video. I'll link it in the description box below. Make sure you check that video out. So now that we have identified an area of inefficiency that price is likely to go for, as well as this bearish order block right here on the daily chart. Again, I'm on the daily chart right now. So immediately we have an area that we are immediately drawn to, right? This is an area that institutions will likely push the price to in order to, just push the price there, right? So here are 3 levels that you're going to want to keep in mind. These are highs, right? Previous highs over here. I've marked out the previous highs. These are previous highs that Litecoin is going to attack as long as it remains bullish. So now that we understand the general consensus of Litecoin, let's go into a lower time frame to figure out the entries to get into Litecoin. So if you haven't already watched my Bitcoin video that I did yesterday, I would say that Bitcoin is currently in a precarious situation, right? Not only are funding rates pretty high, again, watch the video that I posted yesterday if you don't know what's going on. Not only are funding rates kind of high, and that means that there might be a possibility of a flash crash, right? Because everyone's over leveraged and just a tiny 10% move even of the price is going to stop out everyone and cause mass liquidations, which will in turn cause the price to dump pretty hard. So at the moment, you're going to want to pay attention to this level right here at 180. You do not want this bullish order block right here. Right? I wouldn't call this a bullish order block. I would just call this support, right? Because if you just take a look at the VPVR, look at how much support you have there. So honestly, you do not want to see this level right here, or preferably this level, get broken. Actually, the consensus would be you do not want to see this level get broken, right? You could go long anywhere on Litecoin as long as it's within this bullish order block, because it should theoretically hold as good support. However, if this price gets broken, 176.5, if that gets broken, then there's a very good chance that Litecoin is going to go to about 158. Now, am I saying that it is going to break through? No, I'm just saying that if it does break through that level, then you could look for this level in order to purchase some Litecoin. It would be a pretty good level to watch. So I'm just going to give you like 3 entries for you to dollar cost average into Litecoin. So the 3 levels are going to be 158, 152.4 and 150.5-ish, right? These 3 entries are going to be pretty good entries if Litecoin ever gets to there, right? So this is in the event of a pullback. Then you're going to want to set, your stop loss at 144-ish, right? Just below this bullish order block. And hopefully we're going to find some support there. Otherwise, it is very likely going to try to reach for this bottom order block right here, although I really doubt it. So again, just pullbacks are for buying, right? If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time over the last 3 weeks, you know that I've been saying, hey, we're bullish. As long as we're bullish, we will attack the previous highs. And as long as we're bullish, you should be buying the pullbacks. So any pullback that you get, right? 10%, 20%, whatever, right? Just go in. At the moment, we are in bullish market conditions pretty much until, this level gets broken, then we might be starting to shift bearish. But at the moment, we haven't. So let's just play the charts as it is. So this is going to be the first entry of Litecoin, right? Like in this area right here, you could just go for it, right? Just start dollar cost averaging. And if you don't know what that means, it's basically if you had like $1,000 to play with, maybe make a rule for yourself. Maybe every 5% that it drops, you're going to put in $200, give or take. Doing so will allow you to get a pretty optimal entry because nobody knows exactly where's the bottom. Now, there's a good chance that it's going to find support around here, but I cannot call the bottoms, right? Now, there's a good chance that it's going to find support somewhere around here. But at the end of the day, there are so many bullish order blocks that have been filled on the way up that I cannot be absolutely certain that that block is going to be the block that holds Litecoin. So what you do is just every 10% it goes down, you enter, because you already know there is an obvious inefficiency over here. And if it does break this level right here, I would say, if it does break this previous high right here, in fact, I'm just going to go down a little bit and I'm going to mark this down. You're just going to want to play the patterns, right? If you watch my AXS video in the past, then you would know how to, just buy bullish consolidation patterns. At the moment, we have one right here. This is called a bullish pennant, symmetrical triangle, however you want to call it. So this is going to be your second entry for Litecoin. You are going to want to mark down this level at 188.3 and you are going to want to buy the breakout of this level. So as the price is breaking out, you're going to buy along with the breakout or on a bullish retest. So hopefully by the time you watch this video, it's not going to be too late. So those are going to be your 2 bullish entries. And over here, these are going to be your take profits. If you break above $208, right? The moment you break above $208, there's a very good chance that Litecoin is going to go straight to possibly about here and possibly about, give or take, about here, right? With a pit stop about there. So all of these are going to be your take profit targets for Litecoin. And the way you use these targets is as the price is going up, maybe you just take partials, right? 25% here, 25% here, 25% here, and leave the rest as a moon back for here. Doing so will allow you to secure your profits because remember, profits are not yours until it is realized. So the reason why I would suggest this entry is because on both of these entries, you can literally just set your stop loss below a recent swing low, such as here. And you know that because breakouts are supposed to, break out, it's not supposed to break out and come back in, right? That is what you call a fake out. So if you just set your stop loss right below the swing low, or maybe this swing low, if it does get, invalidated, then sure, you just get out with a small loss. It's okay to be wrong. It's not okay for any single mistake to wipe you out. Remember, even the best traders in the world are wrong about half the time, and yet they're still wildly profitable. And if you feel like you've learned a thing or two in this video so far, it would help me so much if you could just drop a like button. It's a small gesture, but it really helps a lot. And just remember, if you've been watching my channel for any given amount of time and you feel like, hey, this guy's right a lot of the time, and yeah, I would like to think that I'm right a lot of the time as well. And if you want to learn how to do the things that I do, you're going to want to check out the private Discord group. Over here, you're going to get access to a trading education where I lay down everything that I've learned over the years. You're going to figure out what works, what doesn't work. And not just that, you're going to get access to my daily profitable trading setups, where people are making money literally every single day. And the best part is you're going to get access to my sniper trades, where you literally just set a limit and forget about it. Like Filecoin was an example, right? I sniped this at 71.5. So at the end of the day, what am I saying? I'm just saying that it's likely going to pay itself off. So make sure you get in while you still can. The link will be in the description. Now, for the bonus trade of the day, for those of you who stay until this point, you're going to want to take a look at TLM, right? TLM has such an obvious area of imbalance that is ridiculous. If this breaks, it is going to break. I'm telling you. Basically, you can go long anywhere, right? Just dollar cost average in between, you know, over here and over here. But just to give you like just a clear entry point, right? You're going to want to mark down this level at 0.3137. Similarly, you're going to want to buy the breakout of that level or a retest, and you know, the rest is history, right? It's going to go straight to, I do believe, in my humble opinion, it's going to go to about 0.45-ish. But as usual, these are going to be the TP targets. Just take profit along the way. So here's some time for you to mark it down. And similar to Litecoin as well, I'm going to go back to Litecoin so that you guys have a little bit of time to mark down the profit levels, right? So I'm giving you guys the exact entries right now and the exact take profit targets. So if you can't even bother to mark it down on your own chart, there's nothing more that I can do for you. And for those of you who have watched until this point, make sure you comment down in the comment section TLM to the moon, because this guy is going to fly once things settle down. Like, look at this. This is what you call accumulation, okay? And as you know, markets move in phases of accumulations and expansions, right? You have this phase of expansion, and then you have a downward consolidation forming a sort of falling wedge kind of pattern, and a bam, right? That's your expansion. Over here, you're forming a bull flag right now. So this is your accumulation phase. Remember, expansions always follow accumulation. So don't miss out on TLM. And again, if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, make sure you check out the private Discord group. And with that said, may the gains be with you, my friend, and peace.